Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week, or actually for the middle of August 2022. We're gonna jump right in here, Virgo. And sorry, I'm still waiting for my thing that actually holds the laptop. So let's move that over there. But without the laptop, none of this would work. So we kind of need it. But Virgo, let's see here. Love it. You have this Bluebell Fairy. This deck is ridiculous. I like it, but some of the names on some of these cards, I'll tell you what. But it is a card of gratitude. It says gratitude on it. Pretty much every single sign has had some sort of card of gratitude or being grateful for the things that you have in your life. I do feel that gratitude is definitely a good energy to have at this time, is what I would say. It seems to be the thing that will help you attract a unicorn. There you go. You have that unicorn card. But you have this gratitude card. So I would be grateful for, whatever you can be grateful for. Everybody always says that gratitude is like the best energy for manifesting things quickly into your life. That and love, really, but they're kind of similar, right? So I would start looking for things to be grateful for, especially I think during these times where there are restrictions and things like that in place of, against all of us, really, that, being grateful is extremely important, right? So you have the Strength card, the Empress card, and the Justice card. Very interesting. Also, I've noticed that for these mid-monthlies, that pretty much it's like the restrictions show up. Ten of Swords, although that's really the only one. Your reading actually looks very positive in general, minus that Ten of Swords, but for the most part, they've been extremely abundant. It's like, yeah, there have been some things that show up that could be challenges, but it's almost like the universe is like saying, yes, there are always challenges, and maybe it's like a little bit extra of a challenging time, but there are a lot of opportunities as well for everyone to create abundance. It kind of thunderstruck me the other day, Virgo, that I was sitting around, as I always do, which is pretty much what I do when I'm not doing readings, is I just sit around, twiddle my thumbs, right, think about stuff. And I was like, why is it that in all these readings, it's like saying restriction, but abundance? It's like I've just noticed it over the past few weeks. And it kind of hit me that I was like, wait a minute. I think it's because the universe is expanding, right? And everything is expanding. And it's like waiting for spaces to be filled with abundance, our abundance. But I think right now what's happening is like people are seeing what's going on in the world, and they're like, oh my God, restriction. So they're just thinking restricted thoughts when we should be expanding to fill all this space, right? And that's what I would be doing if I were you. I'd be like saying, how can I expand? How can I, grow? How can I grow my business? How can I reach more people? How can I inspire more people? I think a great rule to follow right now is one of my favorite books of all time, The Secret of Getting Rich, or The Science of Getting Rich, by Wallace D. Wattles. He says that everything you do, you should be thinking increase, but for other people, meaning if you're doing something, how is it going to help increase that person's life? Like, it's like if I create these videos, it's like, how is it going to help the people who watch me increase their life and make more money or find love or, whatever the case may be, doesn't matter. So kind of thinking increase is what I believe could be very helpful for you with this Empress energy. So, I think in that book as well, he says everything you do should also be for increase for the other person. And in business and pretty much in that book he's talking about money, obviously, but again, I take these things and I say that it applies to all areas of life. How can I provide increase to everything that I do, right? And by doing that, you become more abundant. By becoming more abundant, other people around you do, and then we can maybe get out of this mess, right? Justice, cause and effect. I do feel some of you, if you're dealing with something legal, it's popping in my head as involving a car. I don't know. I feel like laughing about it, so I feel like it's been a dramedy, especially if it's involving a car, that there could be some legal matter that is coming to an end here. I feel pretty happy about it, so I feel like if you've been dealing with that this is a positive result. That might just be for one of you. For others, again, justice is about cause and effect. It's about like where you put your energy, and it's saying make sure to put your energy into positive things. Next, you have the Strength card. I feel like this is going to require practice, as with everything else. I do think it's a good time, by the way, to start some sort of practice. This should be a good month for you for money, just in general. I'm just letting you know right now. You and Pisces, I'll tell you what, especially this half of the month, the second half, really good for money, especially if you're working on things. But I also think it's a good time for you, Virgo, to maybe think about some sort of practice, like a meditation practice or something like that. So if you've been thinking about that, Definitely would be a good time to start with this strength card for sure. I just think you could probably get some extra benefits out of it. The strength card is like a daily practice, it can represent something that you do every single day. So I feel it would be a good time for that. Next, with this, you have this new moon and Cancer card. It says you and your loved ones are safe. So I feel like you are safe and protected at this time. Again, another thing that I've noticed, a lot of people have been getting cards like this about protection and safety. So I don't know if they're, again, not to keep saying the word again. I'm sure you could probably create a Chris drinking game with that, right? But what I would say is that we have the Tower coming up in the second week of the month quite a bit. So I'm wondering if there could be some Tower moments or some things that seem a little bit sketchier than what's already pretty sketchy that's going on in the world, right? And maybe it freaks people out, but I feel like you need to realize that you are protected, obviously. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon card. The Wheel of Fortune can represent like a change in your fortunes, obviously. So I do feel that for some of you, there are some improvements coming in for you with the Wheel of Fortune. You also have the World card right next to it, right here. So when I get both cards together like this, to me, it can kind of represent the ending of a cycle. Both cards kind of represent a cycle, the World being the end of a cycle. So I feel like you could be ending a cycle. Not only that, you also have the Eight of Wands, which is a quick conclusion. So if there's something that has been like a long, drawn-out legal situation, for example, with that Justice card, this could be the ending of that. For others, you could just be ending one cycle, moving on to another, just that simple. So I feel like you could be ending one cycle. You have the Moon. You're not sure where the new cycle is going, right? The Moon is a card of mysteries, but the Moon doesn't say stop. The Moon says keep going towards these mountains. Mountains in the tarot represent achievements. So I always say with the Moon can represent fears, fantasies, illusions, but like, so what? It says keep going, don't stop. Keep working towards your goals. Next, you have this Fork in the Road card, and you also have this Unicorn card. There's kind of like two unicorns. I realize that this is a llama right here that has kind of horns on it, but I don't know. It's kind of like the llama version of a unicorn, and you have a unicorn. So I feel there could be a path or an opportunity opening up for you that's a little bit of a unicorn in your life, meaning it's something that's a little extra special is kind of what I'm getting here. Or I wouldn't even call it a second chance, but I feel like you could be getting an opportunity that's like really pretty special, and we're going to look into that. You have the World, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. The World card, obviously, again, is like the ending of a cycle, but I always say it's like a birthing process. She is in the middle of this portal here, and it can be you being born into a new world or being born into something new. So I kind of feel like you're being born into a new world, something that is like a little bit extra special, like I said with that Unicorn card. I definitely feel it's going to require a little bit of work with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there are multiple openings in our life, basically, where maybe there's, maybe we can kind of pick a different path, if that makes sense, or do something different, or maybe do something a little bit extra. And I feel like you're going extra here, Virgo. I feel like there's something like really good coming in for you. You're creating something new, but I feel like you have to take action. Knight of Pentacles, he's being too cautious. He's not moving towards his goals. He's not kind of doing what he needs to do. So I would encourage you to take action with that card. I would also say that you're maybe having to let go of something from the past. It's like, this could be one of those opportunities where maybe you've had your heart set on something for a very long period of time. This unicorn thing, whatever it is that's coming in for you, for a lot of you, I feel like it's work related or business related, where it's like there's an opportunity that comes in. I feel like it's a little bit of a kind of like a curveball. I feel like it's a little bit of coming out of nowhere, and maybe you had your heart set on something else that hasn't been working, right? And I feel like this new opportunity is going to be pretty important for you. It could be a very big thing. And again, with Neptune and Pisces, Neptune is in your opposite sign, Pisces, right? So with Neptune over there, I'm telling you right now, if there was ever a time for you, Virgo, where something kind of like tiny, something that doesn't seem significant but actually is, could show up for you, it's definitely right now. So I would be paying attention to any random opportunities. It's like maybe, and especially if you're especially if you get an opportunity and you're saying to yourself, and I never thought about this before, or I never thought I would do this before, right? Anything like that. that could definitely be the unicorn opportunity that is entering into your life. So I would definitely, look at, anything like that. I know I'm speaking very vaguely here. For most of you, I feel like it's a job or a business opportunity. For some of you, I am getting travel, but I feel like it involves work as well. It's like, and this could have to do with communication with that 8 of Wands. It's like maybe you want to travel somewhere and maybe get an opportunity to like teach English somewhere else or teach another language somewhere else or, any of those types of things. I would be looking into all that with the energy that we got going on here, Virgo. But let's see where this is going. With the Strength card, you have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is a celebration, happiness. Definitely my card of teamwork, making the dream work. So I'd say anything you could do to work on a team would be very beneficial at this time with the 3 of Cups. Again, I'm a huge fan of co-creation at this time. Anything we can do, again, that causes increase for other people, more abundance, more happiness, more love, more good energy, whatever, it doesn't have to be money. It can be anything, right? Anything that does that, I'm a huge fan of right now. I feel like the world needs more of that. I'm working on things behind the scenes to make sure I can create more of that. Because I just think it's super important. That's why. With the Empress card, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely some victories coming in for you. I feel like saying the words victories, not just one victory coming in for you. I feel like there are multiple wins coming in for you. You can see that sword is above the mountains as well. The sword above the mountains says that we will always have problems in our life, but the sword is above the mountains. So it's like you will always be able to overcome your problems. So I feel like you're very good or will be very good at overcoming your problems in the near future. And you missed it. It was 12:12 on my clock there, Virgo. So there you go. But again, I feel like you will always be able to overcome your problems very quickly. With the Justice card, you have the Hierophant. I would definitely say that, again, if you've been in a legal situation, I feel like it's been a little bit of a dramedy, a lot of drama, crazy situation. So, I feel like that could be coming to an end here. For others, the Hierophant reminds us to think outside the box sometimes, I feel. The Justice card says, it's like in approaching any situation, anything that you're dealing with, it's like there might be, kind of like the college way to do it, the what books say works, right? And then there might be some crazy ass idea that works better. So with the Hierophant, I actually say try both, right? If you're trying to fix your business, it's like there might be a very practical, down-to-earth way to get your business to grow. Try it. If it doesn't work, try your crazy idea. That'll probably work better. Or try your outside-the-box idea. Really, there is no right or wrong with the Hierophant. It's like both ideas could work. So I would say try both in all areas of your life. With the Wheel of Fortune, you show up here, the Hermit. So definitely, I feel your fortunes are changing at this time. I just feel that's it. With the 8 of Wands, you have the Moon card. Again, basically the universe saying I meant what I said. I would stay focused at this time. The dog and the coyote, the dog and the wolf, whatever you want to call it here, they kind of represent our domestic side. Like we all have that kind of, domestic energy. And then the wild man, the wild side. We all have that wild side. And I know you, Virgo. I know all about you, Virgo. You're like the secret wild ones. Trust me. I know. And what I would say here is that I feel like it's not about just having one or the other. It's about having both. The wild side, being able to bring out your fangs, but also being able to, kind of just operate in the world as a normal human being who doesn't do that, right? So it's about mixing the two energies. It says use both energies. And I was kind of getting that here on the Hierophant. With the Moon, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're very resourceful. At this time, everybody, I feel, has been getting the Queen of Pentacles, and I would be using your resources to get what you want. So resources do not have to be money. You could have some hidden talent, gift, skill, or abilities, or other things that could make you very successful. But I feel like you have to tap into that type of resource, like your other skills. With the World card, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Again, teamwork makes the dream work, for sure. I also feel like you could be receiving some recognition for some work that you've been doing. Again, I really get this thing. I'm not going to, this might not be true for all of you, but I'm telling you, for one of you, at least one of you, but, whenever I say that, it's like for everybody. But, I feel like there could be an opportunity that kind of comes out of nowhere, but it's like related to something you've been doing. Let's just pretend that you work on YouTube. It's like maybe you're getting an opportunity to go edit video for like a business, or maybe you're even better. Maybe you're getting an opportunity to be on TV. It's like maybe you didn't really see yourself doing it, but you're going to do it. It's kind of the energy I get here, where it's like there's like some sort of opportunity that's like related to what you do, and it's coming in. and I really feel it's like a unicorn for you. You know, I don't want to make it sound dramatic, but I really feel it's something that you're going to be really happy that you did. So I would do it, even if it's a temporary thing. For some of you, I feel like it is temporary. It's just like a little side thing that could be very beneficial. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like the overthinking has to stop. Knight of Pentacles, you're ready to do something. Ten of Wands, like, oh, like, what do I do to get started? You just get started, right? You know, as they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I feel like you have to take your first bite here, Virgo, and I feel like you have to attack something, whether it's a project, a business, whatever. I would just get moving. With that Ten of Swords here, you have the Four of Wands. Again, not a bad thing. Ten of Swords is like the ending of something, but Four of Wands is also like going through a portal. You know, it's like these people are celebrating on the other side of a portal. I feel like you could be going through a transition that leads to a celebration here, Virgo. So pretty good reading is what I'd say to you. Love it. Thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.